Get back to what works.
Here's Jones on the return. Jones breaking from the contact. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So here we are, Charles, speaking of this rookie quarterback. He's had one training camp and, gosh, I don't know, about a month and a half or so of regular season games to try to digest everything. Now here he is making his first NFL start.
And he will tell you that he is calm, has everything under control, that the butterflies won't get him. But let's just be honest about it. They have to affect him at least a little bit. Let's see if he can handle it. Now, preseason, I thought he was a little bit up and down. But you mentioned the time he's had with the team, the time watching the starter play. Here's his opportunity, and I would expect the coaching staff to emphasize what he does well in their play calling.
So does that mean you think the playbook shrinks a little bit here?
I think they have to be careful about that because here's the thing. NFL defenses, if you shrink the playbook too much, then it just really strangles your opportunity to try and move the football. You can't be too simplistic. But at the same time, as I mentioned before, they will emphasize what he does best, try and call plays in that genre to help him out. Remember, he didn't know he was going to be a starter until late in the week, so he didn't have much time to prepare. That meant his coaching staff had to go overtime in order to prepare a game plan for him.
And worth remembering, this is likely just a one-week audition, if you will, here, because it doesn't look like a long-term injury.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. It's their quarterback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Carlson now to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
31-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. But it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
By Malik Collins.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And taking it across mid. 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. No gain. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, arm, legs, he really helps his team in a big way. You've got to think that they feel great about where they are in this ball game, and they feel even better about him leading their team.
Now he's hoping to put them into a better spot after this drive.
2nd and inches.
2nd down and inches. To the right side, going to be caught by Water. They'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
A good running there by Jacobs on 1st down as he's able to take this forward for a gain of 6.
He's tackled at the.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They go with Jacobs. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that.
LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Brady now on first down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. Throw left side complete. That's McCoy. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
56-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. So we reach the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Now Jones. Takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And they almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up fourth down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
6-yard line.
Forced out to his left. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no no problem, scrambling for 22 and a first.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. Fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Whitehead there defensively.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Waller taking it in over the middle. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line.
1st and 10.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
To Darren Waller.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Little loft on that touchdown pass and sort of dropped it in the breadbasket perfectly.
Right in the bucket, and when you're coming out of college and you're a rookie in the NFL, sometimes you forget about the different types of throws you have to make. You just rely on your fastball and throw it as hard as you can all the time. But in this situation, he understood and threw it in a spot where only his receiver was going to get it and no one else. That was pretty.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit,
The kickoff for the Raiders.
but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
He was covered by Prince Amukamara.
Operating from the gun. Brady looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. The rookie David Arnett picks it. And he takes this one back quarterback Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick-sixes in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. Carlson now to add the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Back now comes Tampa Bay. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Brady's pass there, complete to Gronkowski. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. But the Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020. Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good things to the ball. Get that one out of the rotation. Give me a fresh ball. And let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number one cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And then the fumble. Brady loses the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 32 on the play. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move.
He's tackled at the 30.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. They almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. He'll look to throw. Down man, it's complete. Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And now running right through it. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
4th down.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And it is incomplete. The Raiders trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing now is Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Kwiatkowski leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Short kick. Now a hit. Loose football. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And the Raiders pick it up. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
As I look down at the sideline and see the special teams coach, you can just see those shoulders sagging, can't you?
Absolutely.
You talk about having some great emotion going. Think about the elation he was feeling on the return. Everything synced up well, blocked well, everything was going great. And then they end up dropping the football.
And a nice job, though, to make that football come out defensively.
It was. Give them credit for making that happen. And boy, I just feel the pain of that poor guy on the sidelines. All diagrammed well. And it ends up poorly.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. They couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Jacobs. They're going to
end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to. Their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Carlson on for the PAT. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will not make it to the goal line. As his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
For the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waiting moments of this one. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First down.
From the gun, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Rob Gronkowski. 2 yards on the pickup.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Las Vegas, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns.